It's a Week 2 showdown in the NFC. San Francisco leads the series 19-14, but Philly's won 7 of the last 9. It's the 49ers and the Eagles, and it's next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Play action. Now Wentz. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 23 carries, 89 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wentz. That's complete right side to Lazard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out right at the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 113 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12. Throwing again here, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Wentz going to throw. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This defense Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain there of 21 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Davis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground with Elliott. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A give to Elliott. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's McKissick. Runs through the contact. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action. It's Wilson. Out right to Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Diggs. That catch good for only a couple. They go play action now. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This is Tony Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Powering forward. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissic wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the 2nd most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissic, a wide receiver in college.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now Wilson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On second down now, it's Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and pressure coming, and they got it once again. Maurice Hurst picks picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A final shot before half for Wentz.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run with McKissick. Stiff-armed him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give them 32 on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, they are well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wentz. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's got to hook up to Lazard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pushes past him. It's complete left side to Aguilar.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Going deep for Diggs.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short. Wentz going to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Wentz. That's complete to Lazard.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Wentz. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Wentz. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Dwayne Eskridge.
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete right side to Lazard. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their route.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Wentz. He finds his target, Beckham. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Wentz. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Wilson to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
To throw is Wentz. Connecting with Aguilar. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Philadelphia, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.